What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you guys could drop a like or a thumbs up on this video if you guys liked it, I would really appreciate that as well. It would really help me out. Hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our MLB The Show 20 content that's going to be on the channel. I hope you guys are having an absolutely great day, and thank you guys so much for watching my videos. What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in this video we are going to debut the 86 Felix Hernandez. You can either buy this card out of the market or you can grind events to get them. So I thought I would make this debut video for you guys. If you're considering going and grinding the market, my opponent has a super stacked team as well, so this is a good example of his skill set. And I talked about him a little bit in my relief pitchers video from last night. If you missed that, I released that at like really late at night, so if you missed that, go ahead and go back and watch this. This part of it is, you know, it's taken from the stream, so if people stream now, they join the Show Nation Hall of Fame, so they get to give a Hall of Fame speech in the chat. That's what that is from there. My opponent has Max Scherzer on the hill. Mike Trout steps up to the plate. Gotta love Fishy, man. He's been such a good card this year. It's just been a, you know, he's been really stable in that leadoff spot for us this year. Hits one on the ground here. It's not going to go for a base hit this time. It's going to be an out at first. And if you guys see those emotes and stuff like that popping up on the screen, that's just a new function that we have over on the stream. And now my cap is up. He's going to ground it to the right side and go ahead and ground out for the second out of the inning. Now we have Gary Sheffield up to the plate. Gary has just been an absolute beast this year. One of the best hitters in the game, if not the best hitter, and just takes an absolute perfect slam. A perfect liner that gets out at Bayfront is a really hard hit ball. You love to see it from Gary Sheffield. Now you got Mickey Mantle up. Just late, okay, not the best swing. Just late will work a little bit better on the outside, not on the inside part. Here's King Felix, first batter of the game, gets Biggio to ground out to second base. He is a really good pitcher in my opinion. I really like him a lot. He is probably one of my favorite pitchers to use right now. I was very surprised. Sebrev has a theory and a thought. If you guys aren't familiar with Sebrev, he's one of the best players in MLB The Show. He's got his YouTube channel going, and he makes a point about how people, if they haven't seen a certain card or a certain pitcher in a while, the pitcher can be really effective just based on the fact that not everyone's using them. They're not in the meta, and they kind of come back to the mix, and they're more you know, after you just see the same pitchers over and over again. Like last year it would have been Kershaw. We see him over and over again. This year it's going to be Corey Kluber. We're going to see that card over and over again because he's in the XP reward path. People are going to use them, and you're just going to have so many at bats versus him that you're going to get better and better against him. Now here's the thing with Felix Hernandez. If you just got the game this year, not last year. Last year Felix Hernandez, is his signature series card, the best card that he had was a battle royale reward, and because of that he was extremely expensive all year. He was pretty good, but he was extremely expensive, so not a lot of people had him. He was like 300,000 stubs for most of the year. Not a lot of people had him, so not a lot of people faced him. So now when you're using this card now, not a lot of people have seen him in a while, especially the core community that buys the game every year and plays every year. They haven't seen that card in a while, probably since like 18 or even 17. So it's not like this, he's not super prevalent, and not a lot of people have seen that release lately, but he's still really good. He has one of the best windups in the game. It's like a cap worthy type of motion that he has as he pops out here to second base. Now in these post comms from the stream, I can talk about things that aren't necessarily exactly what's going on with the gameplay. There's the slurve, like slider curve there. Super effective pitch. That pitch, the sinker and the changeup is really all you need to be super effective. He does have a slider. You don't need to throw the 4-seam fastball. I wouldn't even throw the 4-seam fastball with him at all. Just use the sinker, use that slurve, and use the changeup. It's going to be really effective. Gets Jason Giambi to strike out there. Now, one thing I want to say in this postcom today, just like a little bit of a tip for you guys, is so I was going through my binder today and clearing out a bunch of stuff, like clearing out a bunch of bronzes that I had, common cards that I had, just from opening a bunch of packs and not really doing anything. For a while, I was really trying to get Mike Trout and was spending like all my stubs on packs, and it just wasn't happening after a while. So I was just like, all right, I have all these duplicates, I'm gonna go back and sell them. And I was looking at the prices of some of these bronzes and some of these, really, it's really more so the bronzes right now than the commons. But the bronzes, there are bronzes that are going for like 200 stubs, 300 stubs, 400 stubs. I sold a 65 overall today for 400 stubs. Now, if you're new to the game, that you might be asking yourself, is that a lot? Is that a little? That's actually like a ton. Those cards will go for 50, 60 stubs max here in like a week or two. If you haven't gone through your binder in a while and you're not like in the midst of doing the collections and you just want some more stubs to have, it's a good time right now to go through and sell those silvers, sell those golds, sell those bronzes. You're going to get a lot of subs back. If you're planning on doing the collections a little bit down the line as we go through the game, they'll be much cheaper here in a little while, and you're gonna be able to make a lot of subs back. You know, you'll have like a lot of subs to play with if you go ahead and do that. So if you've been opening up a lot of packs, if you've been grinding the game, opening up some like grinding packs, make sure that you guys go back and sell those cards. Like, I got up to 60k in no time today, just selling some extra cards that I had lying around. And the thing is too, what I really realized today, and I talked about it in my stubs video before, what I really realized today is there's just never ever a situation in which you should buy a card without using the buy and sell, like, you know, you should never pay full price for a card when you buy it, and you should never sell a card for less than it's worth, unless it's, you know, like, even let's say someone's buying a common card for 10 stubs, right? Let's say they're buying a common card for 15 stubs, and the buy now price on the other side, I know I'm not saying those are completely right, but if you guys have been playing the game, you know what I'm talking about. Let's say on the other side, you know, it's like 80 stubs buy now and 10 sell now. That 80 subs buy now is like 8 times the worth of that 10, so it really is gonna add up just to put them on there. People always buy them because, you know, they're either completing the collection or they need to do an exchange or this or that. Like, all the cards have, you know, some value to them, or they're doing an exchange mission for the program stars. Like, every card is getting bought right now, every card is getting bought quickly, and it's just a matter of using that market right. You can always make stubs. Another thing is, people will always, you know, should I try this player or that player? Well, if you put in the order, and let's say you get them for the order, right? You didn't pay full price, you get them for the order. Now, if you don't like them, you can go back to the market, and you can put them back up on the market, and now you're going to make profit on it. You know, most likely you're going to make profit on it based on, if you sell them back quick enough, you're probably going to make profit. You bought them for less, you put them up for more, you're going to make profit. You basically flipped the card and got to try it out. So never be afraid of trying out different cards. Now, if you hold on to it for a while and the market changes, that's another thing, but it's going to be interesting to see how the market's going to play out this year, because if this is your first year of Diamond Dynasty, if the real life MLB season was going, what happens to all the live series cards is they fluctuate in price and they fluctuate in overall based on how the cards are doing IRL. So with there being no season, this is the first time we've ever experienced it in DD. You know, people do a lot of like roster predictions videos and stuff like that based on real life stats, like who to invest in, because if you bought let's say if you bought like you know, Gavin Lux, just for example, would be a card that you might consider investing in. Juan Soto might be a card that you consider investing in. You know, Juan Soto is a gold. Maybe he's gonna have a really big season and probably would get up to diamond. So if you bought a lot of him when he was cheap at a gold, he went to a diamond, you could resell him and make a lot of money, or a lot of stubs based on the fact that, you know, he went up in overall, he's gonna cost more. Gavin Lux is silver, maybe he has a really good season, he goes up to gold. That's the same kind of thing. And So without having the market this year, it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. But I think for the most part, if you buy a card out right now and you sell them back within a day or two, you're going to have your money back. The only time that might be different is if a card literally just drops. Like the Gagne, I think I got the Gagne for like, I don't know, I want to say I paid like 40 and he's down to like 32 by now. So it's one of those things where it's always about supply and demand in the market. That's always a big thing. And then also what cards go well. So what are some of the things that you guys have been doing in the market? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm also wondering, since I'm telling you guys this Felix card is pretty good, have a lot of you been grinding events to get them? Have a lot of you guys been using them? I really like to use them. I'm very happy to have him on my team and using him right now. I'm getting closer to the World Series too. Let me know down in the comment section below if there's a card in particular you guys want me to get. I might sell once I make the World Series. If I make the World Series, I should make the World Series though, most likely here very soon. I might just sell the card, to be honest with you. All three of the cards really don't wow me that much. It was the same thing honestly with the three cards from the first inning program, Helton and Oswald and also Duke Snyder. If any of them that I was going to take, I would have taken Oswald, to be honest with you. I think that's who I did take because he was selling for the most. I knew that he would sell because he's not a bad card to have right now. He's got a good pitch set. I just wasn't sold on his per nines. Maybe I'll give him a shot down the line sometime. I know you can upgrade that card. I'm pretty sure you have to lock that card in though to upgrade him. I'm not 100% sure. Can someone let me know down in the comments section below if you have to lock in the card to upgrade it? So I'd like to know that, because that changes the game. Because that's like, I think Oswald goes for around like 35k subs right now, and I don't know if I really want to lock in 30 to 35k subs on a card like that I might not use for a long time, just to get a little bit of an upgrade. But if you don't have to, I probably might get him and then try to upgrade him a little bit, you know, get his H per 9 up a little bit. If he's been really effective for you guys too, let me know that, because I'd be curious to throw him into my rotation. I don't really have too much of a set rotation yet right now, so it's really nice to have Felix Hernandez be a part of my rotation. I'm really going to enjoy having that be a thing for our team moving forward. So we got a 4-1 ball game here. We pretty much at this point, we're going to take King Felix out because he's done his job. Like a lot of the times in Diamond Dynasty, you don't need your pitcher to go 9 innings. That's not going to happen very often at all, and it's not even really that good of a strategy. It's different in real life, but in Diamond Dynasty, when you got a bunch of beasts like on your team, regardless of if you have like this all diamond team or if you have like a gold team or whatever, you really want to try to use multiple pitchers so you get stamina back, because once the pitcher loses stamina or confidence, specifically mostly stamina, your opponent's PCI size gets bigger, so it makes it a lot easier for them to hit the ball. So for him to go 5 against that lineup is really pretty damn solid. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty impressive for that card, and that's about the time that I'm usually looking to take my pitcher out. Now if it's a blowout and I'm up like 11-1, I want the guy to eat innings for the rest of the team. But if it's like a 4-1 game like it was, he did a really good job. We can go to the bench, we can use our bullpen, and being able to use your starting pitching is also just such a huge factor. It is a game changer, especially if you have a tie game that's going into extra innings. It's a complete game changer to have. I really like the addition. I've been pleasantly surprised by the addition, but it has made it so that you really should have no fear in pulling out your pitcher. We're in the bottom of the 9th here though, 5-1 game. I don't know how I missed that one. I just went for it for the out. He ended up going to second with a double. Now he's got Buster Posey up. We got Kirby Yates on the mound, throw a high and inside fastball. Again, I talked about a lot of the relief pitchers in my video yesterday. I completely forgot though a couple of cards, and I don't know how I did that. Maybe I shouldn't have recorded the video so late, but I completely forgot a couple of the cards. Now the thing is, I would have Eckersley rated very high. I would also have the Andrew Miller and the Trevor Hoffman, which both of these cards I want really bad. It's part of what I'm saving up for right now. There's definitely more stubs that I need. That's kind of why I want to sell my World Series reward as quickly as possible. I really want that Andrew Miller. He would really help me out. I really like Andrew Miller's motion. Like, that is the motion that I use on my cat pitchers right now. If I were to make one, that's definitely the motion that I would use. I know a lot of people like to use like a cheesy motion. I like that motion because it's just so fundamentally sound in a way, and the line is not far from the hoop. It's really easy to pitch with him. And then Trevor Hoffman is also an absolute beast. I would love to have him on my staff as well. That circle change that he has is generally really difficult to hit and to drive like over the wall for home runs when you're down. So if I have like a 5-1 lead and I bring in Hoffman in like the 5th, let's say, kind of like how this game was going, I can throw a lot of that circle change up, throw his cutter. It's just, he's a really difficult pitcher to take yard because it's not like a fastball where you can just crush it over the wall and get great exit velocity. It's like, it's this low off-speed changeup that you got to kind of hit for base hits and stuff like that. So we end up getting the win here. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you did, go ahead and drop a like down in the like section. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Leave a comment if you guys haven't left a comment. Subscribe if you guys are new. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Movie with Movie Gaming TV. Peace.